Hi everybody, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Gold and Elliott Wave Stock Market. I'm going to give you a quick update as I go through and update some cryptocurrency charts today. I've got a new microphone, so hopefully you notice an improvement in the sound quality. Although I am recording this effectively outside, so you're also going to have some background noise from nature and the neighbours, sadly. So let's start with Bitcoin. I've updated the data, so this is up-to-date data. This last daily candlestick here is 21st of April, and here we've got, the last one's 22nd of April. I think Bitcoin is now in a larger pullback for an intermediate degree fourth wave. Let's have a quick look at the weekly chart and just update my labeling here. I think intermediate 4 needs to move a little bit lower. Did I calculate a target for that? No, I didn't. Oh, well, kind of. I'm going to use the 0.382 Fibonacci ratio of intermediate 3 at just under $42,000, $41,855.61.3 to be exact. I'll expect it to continue down to that. So that is, I'll put some labels in for minor wave C. It should subdivide as a 5, so it'll be an impulse, almost extremely likely. Very rarely would it be a diagonal. Bitcoin doesn't seem to do diagonals so much. That looks pretty good. Let's flick over real quick to some classic technical analysis for Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart. There is double bearish divergence here between swing highs in price and RSI after RSI reached deeply overbought. RSI is back into neutral territory now. Support I'm expecting about 42,500. How does that fit with my Elliott Wave? Yeah, okay, so if this target is wrong, it might be a little bit too low. It may not reach down to that low. There's a bit of a bearish long upper wick here. This is, I guess this could be considered a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. Let's see, what's the close here? 59,980.45 in the open here. 59,980.45. Exactly the same. So yeah, it's a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. It does have support from volume, but it's not particularly big. So it is a bearish reversal pattern, but it's not huge, and it hasn't come after a vertical spike on the weekly chart. I'm saying all of that because this doesn't look like a very, very long-term high, a more sustainable high. This looks like an interim mid-term high, and that fits the Elliott Wave count perfectly, which now sees an intermediate degree fourth wave. I'm going to adjust my Elliott channel. I have adjusted my Elliott channel. Draw an Elliott channel from 1 to 3. That's 1 to 3. Place a copy on 2, but I'm pulling it down to sit on this low. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen for Bitcoin. An intermediate degree fourth wave correction. When that's done, onwards and upwards to end primary 3. And then another big correction for primary 4, which should be bigger in duration than primary 3, may last about 6 months, and then onward and upward for primary 5. Not expect primary 5, when it eventually arrives, to be much longer in length than primary 3. This target here for Bitcoin, 223.535, is where cycle wave 3, which began down here, would reach 11.09 times the length of cycle wave 1. That's a Fibonacci ratio. It's quite an extreme one, but this is an extremely volatile market, which if it does exhibit Fibonacci ratios, they do tend to be quite extreme. I've also played around with targets. I've looked at the ratio within cycle 1 between primary 1, primary 3 and primary 5, and then I've applied the ratio between primary 1 and primary 3 to look at maybe is at a fractal higher, is cycle 3 going to exhibit the same ratio between cycle 1 from this high, this low and this start as between primary 1 and primary 3. So primary wave 3 was 38.87 times the length of primary wave 1. What's the length of cycle wave 1? Let's get this out of the way so I can read that, and I'll just check this calculation again. It's 19,870.61 times 38.87. We get 772,370. So that's another possible target. When it comes to target calculation for Bitcoin, these targets are highly provisional. I was analysing this at a daily basis as it came up to this high in December 2017, and it blew all my targets away. So I'm really, really flexible with how I try and calculate targets now with Bitcoin. That's a possible target. I've got a few possible targets I've calculated. That's another one. Let's move on. Let's look at Monero. I've updated the data, but I have not updated this wave count. So let's do that together. Okay, my target for Monero, again, highly provisional. Monero is at, today it's reached a high of 424.875. It hasn't yet made a new all-time high. Interesting. I would see that as an opportunity. Because one of your, oh, this is wrong too. Okay, so it did continue lower. I haven't updated this data for ages. Okay, well, what is this? What is this structure? It kind of doesn't matter now, but let's put some labels in. Looks like a double zigzag. Let's see if that fits. Looks like a double zigzag because this looks like a zigzag. Let's put some labels in for that. And let's see if this fits. We'll see fit as an impulse. It can't be a diagonal. I guess so. 4 could be a triangle. A, B, C. Yep, that looks like a triangle. 3. Oh, if 3 ends here. Oh, yeah, okay. 4 could be running triangle. And this high for A, I'm just going to check, is 149.361, and this low here, oh yeah, there's no overlap between 4 and 1, so that's okay. 4 is more time consuming than 1, that's okay. Triangles are particularly time consuming structures. That actually looks pretty good. I'm just going to check and see how deep this correction was. This was 469.1321, and 1 was 495.826. It's a 94.6% correction. I'll round that up to 95. That's pretty deep. Okay, let's put some labels in cycle 3. Oh, why is that there? I don't want that at all. Oh, I know why. When I started analysing cryptocurrency, stock charts didn't have data. And now it does. Bless them. I love it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about, I'm just going to take these labels out, and we're going to focus on this possible cycle wave 3. Looks like it's developing a nice vertical rise. I'm probably going to disagree with this. Absolutely will. Let's pull this over here. And that looks a little bit better. Except, oh no, I don't want to put that there. Put that there. No, that doesn't work. I don't think primary 3 would be over yet because cycle 3 hasn't yet moved beyond the end of cycle 1. How long did these primary degree waves last within cycle 1? 31 and 9. And here, 11 and 6 for intermediate degree corrections. I wonder if for Ethereum, this is Monero, not Ethereum, I wonder if primary 1 isn't even over. I mean, that could be a thing. I actually want to put this here. Do I want to put that here? these corrections aren't long lasting enough until we get up to here. Is this long lasting enough to be a primary degree 12 week? This is 12 days is not long enough. I don't think it's done primary one yet, so let's pull this up out of the way. I think we need to count this as intermediate degree corrections, and I think let's start down here and expand this out. Let's just check subdivisions of intermediate 1 before I decide that's where I'm going to leave that. That does not look very good. There's too much overlapping in here. This isn't going to work because you can't have 4 overlapping ones. So let's move this over here and this over here. That doesn't work. We're going to have to move it over here. Now we're getting somewhere. And this one can go here. Now does the third wave work? Still not going to work. No, because there's an overlap here. And so we move it over. Oh, what if this is here? And this, okay, is this going to work? There is just too much overlapping, so okay, what about a diagonal? So this is 51.3961. Let's expand this out so we can see what we're working with a little bit better. 59.361 and this is 51.3195. This, okay, first off, let's put that there. 2 looks like an expanded flat. Oh, okay, that has to go there, and now, okay, that's better. And now here's the middle of the third wave. Okay, that works. Bring this all back over. And now it's going to look like it has really nice proportion. It's 5, an ending diagonal. Is that going to work? 12, 9, 5, 7. Oh yeah, that works really nicely. No, it doesn't, because 5 is truncated. You cannot have an ending diagonal with the 5th wave truncated. So if we pull this over here, now it works very well indeed. Put the trend lines in, and there's a little overshoot. Perfect. Let's put 2 here. That looks like a double zigzag possibly. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I've got a lot more to get through. Let's have a look, because when the correction is so obviously over, it's kind of academic what structure it's subdivided as. The most important part of your Elliott wave count is the middle of the third wave. That's why I'll spend a little bit more time on that. Okay, let's expand this out and see if this is going to work. That looks like a really normal end to a third wave impulse for these cryptocurrencies. I can tell already that this first wave is going to subdivide nicely. This second wave lasting 15 days and this one lasting 25 days, great proportion. But if it didn't have that good proportion, I would not be concerned. You've got to be flexible with how long those waves last. What is this 5th wave? Is this... I don't think that's going to work as an ending diagonal. No. Why are you doing that motive wave? The third wave's going to be, yep, the shortest. Okay. I think the 4th wave is some kind of combination ending here or here. That is confusing. The 5th wave can't have started there, so it starts here. 96.4356. Oh yeah, okay, that's better. Well, now I've created another problem. There could have been an ending diagonal in here. These proportions look okay. I think I'm going to leave that there for now. This is a pretty obvious, probably double zigzag. Let's move on. This third wave, does this work? The middle of it has to work. Let's extend this out. What scale have I got here? Semi-log. That's probably best for cryptocurrencies. No, that looks terrible. That's not going to work, because you want to put one here and then 4 overlaps. Okay, so what is it? Okay, now I'm going to have to move this extender out. 18927. This is a huge overlap here. Okay, this is not going to work. What if 109.0029? Okay. Yeah, this is only 64 and this is... Oh no, that would work. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to pull this over here. Now we've got... Miner 1 is 44.45, miner 3 is 64, so miner 3 is longer. It looks like it might not be because of the scale. There's no overlap, and now we're moving in toward that parabolic end of a third wave at intermediate degree. Could it be over, is the question. And I've got the same problem. Oh no, maybe not. Okay. Oh, 168.7945, and the low here is... Oh yeah, 171. Okay, that's what's... I think this is... I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to leave this provisional. We could have another 1 or 2 little highs first. Motive wave says wave 4 terminates within the orthodox range of wave 2. The rule is really clear. Wave 4 may not overlap wave 1 price territory. It can overlap wave 2. And so when it does that, I am going to ignore it. I think this here is a really good looking expanded flat. A is out as an expanded flat, B is a zigzag, and C... Oh, actually no, that doesn't look very good at all. No, I'm going to relabel that a double combination. W is an expanded flat, X a zigzag, and Y a zigzag with, it looks like a triangle in here for wave B or something. Again, slightly academic, but the point is, if we have one ending here, it looks really good. Let's expand that out and see, does it look as good as I think? No, I've gone back too far. No, I haven't. Here we are. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, no, it really does. It really does. Well, not quite as good as I think. Is there an overlap here? Yes, not as good. Could this be... a leading diagonal? I don't think so. Let's check the wavelengths. 13, 20, 13, no. Well, how big is this overlap? 122.1529 and 121. It's pretty small. Okay. I am not going to spend too much time on that. This third wave looks really good. So the middle of it looks great. Even this looks good. No, not like that motive wave, like this. Okay, and now the question is, The $1,000,000 question, is it over? I can't answer that for you. Oh, well, if you want to put that there, motive wave, is this going to be a diagonal? Because that's the only way that's going to work. 38, 40, no, that's terrible. The wavelengths don't work. If it's a contracting diagonal, 3 has to be shorter than 1, so don't put that there. Put this here. Actually, you know what? Could this be a continuation of the 4th wave? A, no, B, C, D, E. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't meet the rules for a triangle. Either contracting or barrier or expanding, so that won't work. I'm going to put this here, and then does this work? I'm going to put this here, and I think this could be a combination or an expanded flat. So it's 213, what's this low? 213.3197. I'm reading the numbers from down the bottom here. And 213.044, so this is lower, which means that doesn't, I think it's possibly a combination, not an expanded flat. And I think maybe one ended here. Oh, and now that works better. Yeah, okay. And then this is a little 5. No motive wave. Let's put that there. And then let's put that there. Okay, so this works. This works. This works. This 3 is longer than 1. 5 is longer than 3. What about 5? I don't want to put that there. That's got to go here because this looks like a really good impulse. Yeah, that looks good. So now, okay, so the conclusion of all of that for Monero for the short term is 2 more short little swing highs. Well, don't need to be short, and then a bigger correction for intermediate 4. Doesn't quite fit my classic analysis I've done. Let's jump over to Ethereum. When I finish this video, I'll post it on my website. I'll put a link below on the YouTube channel. You can click through and I'll post some charts below it. And I think unless this video is going to be 4,000 years long, you're going to want to look at the classic charts in there. It's been a long time since I updated this chart for Ethereum. I am not going to spend time on what structure primary 2 was. I want to spend time on what is primary 3. Okay, we need a semi-log scale, thanks. That's better. Is primary 3 over? Is now. Let's just quickly have a look at the weekly chart. Yep, that's still correct. This. And this was cycle 3 is 11.09 times the length of cycle 1. That's one possibility. I don't think that's going to be high enough though for Ethereum. We'll see. Okay, so cycle 2 hasn't changed. So primary 2 hasn't changed. This lasted 261 days. That's good. I don't think primary 3 is going to be over yet, but the question is, when is it going to be over? Because primary 4 should last months. I'm basically going through, apart from, let's see, well, apart from Dodge, all of these are the ones that I identified for my membership, over a year ago now, which I purchased, and I hope some of them purchased as well. And so I will update for them from time to time. And if I feel like I have the time, I will put it here on the YouTube channel. Nope. So I want to know, how long did this last? 22 days, 4 days, 1316.7743. No, this got to go here. I wouldn't want to label that a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. I mean, you could technically, but C is too close to A. The AC trend line wouldn't have a slope. That doesn't look like a good triangle. That's a bit too brief for an intermediate degree second wave. What happened back here, Ethereum? How long were your intermediate degree waves back here in cycle 1? Here you've got 11 weeks and 4 weeks. Okay, yeah. And here we've got 4 days. I don't like that. And is minor 1 going to work? There's so much overlapping in there. Oh, goodness. Looks like Monero, doesn't it? We're going to resolve it the same way. Can we? I don't think you want to put that there. I don't think we're going to get the third wave out of this. Oh no, hang on, we are. What do you know? Are we? We are indeed. That looks really good. Okay, great. Moving on. So if I got minor 2 at the low, yeah, and this looks really good. Okay, we're going to have an impulse in here. And what about this first wave? Yep, that'll do. Oh, I know. I think maybe this could be a combination. Zigzag X here, expanded flat. And C here looks like a pretty good 5-wave impulse. Okay. And now that lasts 22 days, that's a good duration. Okay, so I have intermediate 1 resolved, intermediate 2. Where is the intermediate 3 label? Here it is. Let's just pop that there for now so I know where it is. And it's probably not going to stay there. Let's just put it here. Let's get some labels in here. I don't think. Nope, I want to put that here because it's got. Oh, I don't know actually. It's got that curve which ends here. The impulses of these cryptocurrencies have a curved look, like a very extreme commodity. But if I do that, can we resolve the third wave? By saying resolve, I mean can you get the impulse in there that meets all Elliott Wave rules? That's not going to work. So we have to bring this over here. And let's resolve this. Is this going to work? No, because this has to go here. And so then this has to come down here. That doesn't look very good. If I pull this here and this here though, now we've got a problem of disproportion. That's too brief. But then does this work? No, I want to put this here. And then if we do that, yeah. Okay. I'm not convinced with this. But I think there could have been brief 4th waves in there. Oh, I just don't know if I want to leave into minor 1 there. If we do leave it there, then we have this situation. I do wish he would not hammer in the middle of the day, but oh god, no. Neighbours going to do what they're going to do, aren't they? It was better than the country music. Sorry for those of you who like country music. I don't. And not that loud. My neighbour likes it though. My neighbour also likes all sorts of other music. Really loud. all day. Okay, can I resolve this? Oh yeah, probably. No, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's get rid of that then. Let's put this here. Well, then I have to do this. Doesn't work. Don't like that at all. I really want to put that there. And I want to see this here, but what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, what if this is here? And then you've got this. Yep. Okay, yeah, that fits. And then let's leave this here. So what have we got? A series of 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping first and second waves. And yet, when I look at some classic analysis, this is a weekly chart, I see this bearish divergence between price and RSI. I see some volume declining. I see ADX at very extreme, above 45 and above both DX lines. It looks like Ethereum needs a bigger pullback, and yet this doesn't fit with that. It looks like it's developing a parabolic top. Maybe it's getting ready to move into like a triangle or a combination for a fourth wave to relieve extreme conditions before it then continues upward. Well, no, I don't want to put that there. Put this here. Elliott Wave can help us with that. If this is wrong, then this is the price point that's going to tell me my wave count's wrong and we're in a deeper pullback, and it's going to be this price point right here, the end of minute 1, 2036.2864. That's an important price point for Ethereum. Right now, actually, I think allowing for me getting it wrong in here, let's be more conservative and say 1347.9261. It's quite a ways down, but if Ethereum makes a new low below that, it's possibly intermediate 4. Let's have a quick look at Ripple. I am getting to the end of my ability to sit here with no air conditioning, so this is not going to be able to be too much longer. In fact, I think I may be at the end of my ability to sit here without aircon or a fan. If I put the fan on, then you won't be able to hear me speak. So I am going to turn my fan on, turn this video off, and upload this video for you. And if you want to see charts of what I came up with when I finished this process, I'll put it underneath the video. You'll have to click through underneath the link. Thank you very much for watching.